Let's talk a little bit about this. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about this already. The fucking debacle that occurred with the Awake Jordan 5s. Absolute scandalous situation. Essentially, Awake NY, the brand themselves, are the one that fucked it because they gave away most of their pairs through seeding, backdooring, and other nefarious things. So by the time the shoes became available for the customers to purchase, there weren't that many quantities available. And if you know anything about sneakers, you know scarcity creates a lot of panic. Scarcity creates a lot of what's that word? Desperation. So people were getting very desperate, very panicky, wanting the shoes, and unfortunately, one young lady allegedly took advantage of some of that panic and decided to scam people. But the scam was pretty clever, and you have to rate it. I'm not gonna lie. As much as it hurts to get scammed, I got scammed once before for sneakers back in the day for a pair of What the Dunks, actually, of all things back in the day. So it didn't hurt as much as it would hurt now, because What the Dunks now go for a crazy amount, and I've still got a second pair anyway, so that's okay. But the time that I got scammed for my What the Dunks is when I've purchased them. I think I might have got them for like Slam City Skates. I think that was that time ages ago when me and a couple of friends queued outside Slam City Skates when they had a pop-up shop in Nike Town in Oxford Circus. And I bought the pair, sold the pair online, and I think I got done by that classic scam, the PayPal scam, where someone says they sent you a payment and it's not the payment. It's a screenshot of what looks like a payment confirmation, but it's not. But then it does look like it's gone through on your end. The person says, "Don't worry, it's gonna go through," and then you send the shit anyway. So I sent it anyway. The payment never went through. It was obviously just a Photoshop of the confirmation thing, or maybe they charged it back. Who knows? Either way, the thing went. It got delivered. I saw it get tracked all the way there. It got delivered. Fucking gutted. And yeah, I lost out on my What the Dunks. And that was the first and last time I got scammed. So getting scammed with trainers or just in general, I feel like once you get burned once, it's very rarely you're gonna get burned again. So these people who got burned, sorry for you. Hopefully you get your money back, charge back, all that good shit. Call the bank, tell them you lost your card, whatever you need to do to get your money back. But the crazy thing about it was that this young lady allegedly scammed people by doing what? Bitch, you guessed it, selling HTMLs. This girl sold HTMLs. That's how she scammed people. She scammed people by selling HTML URLs, allegedly, that would guarantee you purchase. No, not guarantee you purchase, but I don't know, maybe enter you into a raffle. I forgot how it specifically went, but essentially she was selling HTMLs for $150 each. So she made a good bit of money before people clocked on what was going on and jumped away. But the really sad thing about this is that my guy Sneaker Fetish, unfortunately, is also involved in it because he co-signed the girl, and Sneaker Fetish is kind of respected in the Twitter sneaker space or sneaker Twitter space. Well-known guy, does a lot of spaces, puts out a lot of great content himself. He vouched for this girl. So I think a lot of people are now blaming Sneaker Fetish because he's the one that vouched for her. So a lot of people got scammed, not because they were dumb, not because they were naive, but because they co-signed. They kind of, took the co-sign of somebody who they respected a lot in the sneaking space who, I guess didn't know what was going on. Maybe was naive, maybe was involved in it. Who fucking knows? But Nice Kicks did a really good recap of it that I'm going to quickly talk to you guys over or read over. Big up Nice Kicks on Twitter. Nice Kicks did a really, really, really good read over on it. And I checked out the website actually. They got really good, decent bits of editorial too for sneaker news. So big up Nice Kicks. Very, very, very well done website. Very well put together. But anyway, Nice Kicks did a quick little recap. It says, what the fuck is going on? Awake and Jordan 5 FNF link scam scandal. Let's read. What a night on sneaker Twitter. Someone online was allegedly selling a friends and family link to buy the Awake Jordan 5s early, promising buyers she could secure pairs, but for many, the guarantee did not hold up. Scroll the thread to hear the breakdown. Now, before we continue, can I say something controversial? These sneakers aren't worth all the hype. These sneakers aren't worth all the fucking hassle. These sneakers aren't worth all the fucking beefing. They're just Jordan 5s, bro. If this same color mock-up was done on a 4, on a 3, on a Jordan 1 high, on maybe a 6, a 7, an 8, fair play. But a Jordan 5, y'all niggas are really getting yourself all twisted up and scam up on a Jordan 5 with a cutout A on the side. Don't get me wrong, cool design. We haven't really seen that sort of thing. The pink colorway especially. I can't remember the last time I saw such a bright color on a Jordan 5. Usually they're very plain, dark colors for the most part. You don't really get these really bright, crazy colors on the Jordan 5, which kind of probably might explain as well why the off-white Jordan 5 that was grey but had these different cutouts and stuff kind of did really well as well because it's a different style than what you're usually used to with a Jordan 5. But it's still a Jordan 5. I feel like Jordan 5s are one of the most, mediocre Jordans of those kind of early numbers. They're not that great. I take Jordan 3s over a 5. I take 6s and 7s and 8s over a fucking 5. The 5 ain't that great at all. So I'm surprised that it's getting so much love and hype. And also, if I remember correctly, when these first dropped online, I'm pretty sure people were saying that they weren't that great. That's the real irony of the whole situation. I'm pretty sure when these dropped online, people were like, oh, these aren't that great anyway. They're going to sit. They're pretty shit. They were really not talking that well about them. And then all of a sudden they release. And I'm guessing it's because of the numbers. Like, it goes to show that most sneakerheads, I feel like, especially on sneaker Twitter, maybe because it's American, they're all hype beasts, man. Like, because they were limited edition, suddenly, when people found out the quantities were going to be super low, way less than the undefeated Jordan 4s, which makes no complete sense, people suddenly were after them again and fucking drooling at the mouth or foaming at the mouth to kind of get a hold of them. But I personally don't think they look that great. If anything, I think the clothing from this collection looks way better than the shoes themselves. I think maybe the shoes, especially Jordan 5s, I prefer to see them on girls anyway. I think my big fuck off US 12 foot don't look good in Jordan 5s in the slightest. Maybe if you do them the Will Smith way without the laces and shit, that might be a thing. But in general, never been the biggest fan of Jordan 5s. Don't really get the fucking hype. And I think people are just going crazy over these because of the numbers and obviously because of how they kind of look on the side. But the model itself is pretty fucking shit. But the quick update here, courtesy of Over and Under, regarding the quantities, because I think they're releasing officially in the UK on the end of the month on Sneakers app. But according to Over and Under, they say they're gonna release on Sneakers on the 30th, the blue only, no pinks. So the pinks were exclusive to Awake NY shops and stuff. So if you want to get a pair, we'll only have this color, that dark blue, dark black, whatever blue colorway is only going to be available on Sneakers, it seems like. And the bubblegum pink, allegedly, there were only 7,000 pairs made. Now the really cheeky thing about this is that they said 7,000 pairs were made. On the inside of the tongue, there's a little label that has the amount of quantities. That has a quantity amount on it. It says 7,000. But weirdly enough, nowadays, I don't know why it is the case. I'm assuming it's just labor costs and shit. But I think if you're charging people £250, $215 for a shoe, you should be able to do this. But allegedly, in the inside of the tongue, there's a little label that says 7,000. But it says 1 of 7,000 on every single pair. No pair is individually numbered, how they used to be. You could limit edition shoes in some respects, some shoes anyway, not all of them. If they were made under a certain number, they'll be individually numbered so that you knew, okay, I have a 34, that person has a 72, this person has a 457, But these aren't individually numbered. Every number says 1 of 7,000. So there's no guarantee that there even is 7,000. There could be 14,000 made. We'd have no idea. But the sad thing is that because the pinks were the one everyone wanted, they're the ones that got seeded the most, or they're the ones that got obviously given out the most. So there's less of these available anyway. I bet there might have been less than 2,000. I bet there might have been less than even 2,000 available for fucking purchase for customers, which is fucking abhorrent. Anyway, let's go back to Nice Kicks' roundup of the whole situation. I think this is really, really interesting and funny. So let's go. Cool. We don't want a TLRDL. We want the whole thing. The alleged scammer began to promote herself as a plug for the Awake Jordan 5 after this tweet confirming she could secure people's early pairs via a friends and family link. So there we go. Jit, I'm too important now. I appreciate the alley oop, Yasin Daily. So this is a clever scam, kind of a pyramid scam thing, right? So most likely this person, Jit the Beast, did get their pair. As I see confirmation there. One Awake pair in bubblegum, one Awake pair in racer blue. So confirmed, right? Jit the Beast got their pair thanks to Yasin Daily. Then from there, other people were like, oh, so I missed the Awake links. Nobody plugged me in. DM. Somebody tell him. You my peoples, what color and size markers? You got the source of link. DM. I'm ready to plug. So this girl was then sending out the links to get people the link to go purchase the shoe. Now, what I think happened most likely is that on the back end, Awake noticed all these purchases and then stopped the link from working, turned it off. But because this girl, was getting a lot, money coming through via whatever, Cash App and shit, she didn't want to turn it off. So she kept accepting orders, which is more like what happened, which is, it's still a scam, but I wouldn't say she came into it wanting to scam. She probably came into it wanting to hook people up, but then it kind of got over, it kind of got a bit crazy. And by the time it got too crazy and the link stopped working, she didn't want to stop saying no. and then it went wherever it went to. Still fucked up, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she came into it wanting to scam. I don't know. It'd be a bit of a weird thing to do, especially if you're associated with Awake, which it seems that she is. If she works for them or is friendly with them or whatever it may be, it'd be a bit of a dumb move to do. But regardless, that's what happened, right? The first bit. Sneaker reviewer Nature Boy Chuck exposed the scheme, revealing the alleged scammer made over $6,000 selling Awake AJ5 friends and family links she initially had access to but no longer did. By the way, people. Big up the women in tech. Big up women in tech for being able to fucking run up 6K from selling HTMLs. Honestly, women in tech, undefeated. I also love, like, there's a new thing. Back in the day with friends and family stuff, you basically you're put on a list, essentially, with friends and family, and you're giving stuff for free, if I'm not mistaken. You do have to pay. So this is an interesting development. Now friends and family means you get sent a private link for you to purchase a shoe before it goes out available to the retail or to normal customers, which I would prefer personally. I'm not really the biggest fan of asking people for stuff and favors, but if there was just a link someone could send you, like, hey, thank you for supporting, we know you're a fan of us, here's a link to buy the shoes, that's fucking brilliant. As opposed to, like, fighting in queues or trying to get the stuff for free by going to a store. Like, fuck all that shit. Just give me the link, let me pay for it ahead of time so I can just be out of your hair. But let's see the picture here. Where can I expect the link? I'm waiting for him to hit me back up. He works at a friends and family event and he's been busy. Just need a little patience. Oh, okay. I thought you worked at Awake and already had the link. I'm going through my bro. Okay, cool. So somebody that she knows works at Awake. But I guess at the time that this guy reached out to her, the link stopped working. And look at her posting a picture of fucking little baby to this person to prove that they're legit holding the Awake 5s. So the boy says, I hope y'all got your Awake FNF link because something seems very fishy. I hope I'm wrong, but something smells like a big scam. Update. She currently has run off with about 6K per the DMs I got. Reply to no one. She simply used someone else to fly the kite so we would see and took everyone else's money and ran. So what is this person saying? She didn't sort out anybody, and that first person just was involved in the scam too. That'd be a pretty good scam too, right? She didn't sort anybody out. That first person was involved that co-signed her, and it just all was one big ruse. What? It continues. The alleged scammer claimed she had secured Awake NY Jordan 5 for buyers, but offered no explanation for why she kept accepting payments without providing additional links. Let's be really clear for real. So she basically got she sent screenshots of people's orders going through. They Gucci, order confirmation. She's got a whole face there as well, man. Yasin Daily, come on, girl. Mammy, country flag, full face on there. Some people probably got a hold of a government based on some payment processes that you use. Like, this is a very short-sighted scam, if so, man. Very, very short-sighted. And it's probably gonna fuck up a lot of her plugs, connects on her side too. Or whoever she was using probably gonna get in trouble too. This is bad move from her, man. The alleged Awake NY Air Jordan 5 scammer seemingly issued a response on her IG story, showing a photo of the popular internet meme and Joanna the scammer, claiming she never cared and that the people who paid her are stupid for being dumb. Wow. So maybe no one got hold of the shoes then. I never cared at MFAO. Players fuck up. Links was real though. Helped some. So okay, so I guess she's doing the thing that kids do nowadays where you're trying to play double sides. So she's trying to say she doesn't give a fuck, but also explain that it was legit. But I guess over time, Awake closed that fucking loophole, that link. Players fuck up. Links was real though. Help some solid people. Shit got out of hand. Do I care? No. Are you stupid for being dumb? Yes. Enjoy your night and be safe. Jesus Christ. She doesn't sound like a nice person. Prominent sneaker influencer or info leaker Brandon shared an email from Awake stating that the sizes 12 to 15 of the Racer Blue pair couldn't be fulfilled due to overwhelming demand. Jesus Christ. So they oversold pairs. Awake they've made a mess out of this release, isn't it? As mentioned on EQL order site, all FNF orders are being processed 24-48 hours after the purchase window, meaning charges will be processed and receipts will be sent by end of day. Please keep an eye out for your payment method. Racer Blue pair sizes 12, 11, sizes 12, 13, 14, and 15. Wow, man. Like, people that wear Jordan 5s, do they have really big feet? Or is it because you have to size up? Why are those sizes the ones sold out? Due to the unprecedented volume of orders for the Racer Blue pairs, we fortunately cannot fulfill orders 12, 13, 14, 15. But I wonder if it's just more to do with the color. Maybe because the pinks are so bright, the bubblegum ones, people prefer to get the Racer Blues because they're easier to wear. Maybe. Fulfillment will be on the first come, first served basis. You'll be unable to fill your size. Your card will not be charged. The bubblegum pink pairs remain guaranteed and will be charged for fill. So yeah, the bubblegum pinks are easier to get, weirdly enough, even though there's less of them made. But the Racer Blues are selling out quicker because they're easier to wear. Interesting. It continues. The alleged Awake Jordan 5 scammer joined a space hosted by Sneaker Fetish to explain her side of the situation. They got some OGs there, some of my legends. Big up Kaya, big up Sock Jig, big up Kari as well, you know. The gang when it comes to sneaker Twitter and shit. The alleged Awake Jordan 5 scammer shared on Twitter Spaces how she started forwarding the FNF link to people to secure pairs. Let's hear her side of the story.
Okay, so Jit was like, he wanted the sneakers. So I was like, all right, bet. He was like, niggas was charging $1,600 for 2 pairs or whatever. So I was like, nah, I can get you shoes. It's no problem. Send him the link.
$1,600 for 2 pairs. So big up her, man. She was doing better than other people. So other people that had that link were ordering them for themselves and then reselling them for $1,600 for 2 pairs when they retail for $215. Fucking hell, man. Sneaker reselling business, the scammy, backdoory nature of it is still alive and strong, isn't it? Still alive and strong.
He got the shoes. I didn't even get my shoes through the link. I got my shoes through somebody else, so that's a whole nother situation or whatever.
We don't care.
Then basically,
come on, girl. We don't care where you got your shoes from. We don't care if you got your shoes. We don't care if you got. You don't care if you got legs. You scam people, man. Come on, bro. You scam people. Explain why you did that. Make it right. But no one cares if you got the shoes or not.
He made the post. Shit got lit. I helped a couple people, and the shit just got out of hand. So my whole thing is like, I don't mind y'all having a room. I respect you.
Yeah, I bet her DMs must have been insane, innit? When that guy said, yeah, someone sorted me out, her DMs must have been insane.
I respect what you do. I don't really, like, I think this is hilarious. Like, nothing no one can say about me is going to bother me. Like, I know who I am. Like,
okay.
Like, I really don't, I'm not saying I don't care about the situation. I'm just saying I don't care enough to
be
bothered by any of the shit, because I was doing it.
Anyone that says they don't care is overly, they definitely care. 110% you care. There's no way you don't care. 110% you care.
It's a favor. Like, that was a friends and family link of a direct purchase. I think the shoes was like $220 each. Niggas is not touching them shoes. Like, okay, so Jit was like, he wanted the sneakers. I was like, all right.
Cool. So she doesn't seem very apologetic. She doesn't seem very remorseful. She seems kind of, again, I think it's more so because she got embarrassed and she's being called out and shit. People have that sort of response sometimes when they get caught. It's like when someone shoplifts and stuff and they start screaming and shouting and going crazy. It's more so because they're kind of embarrassed, you know? They're kind of ashamed of what's going on. They've been exposed as a scammer, as a thief and shit, which essentially this girl is, right? To be honest, you know, scamming, thief. You don't want to be known as that kind of person. It kind of makes you look like you're kind of suffering as well, because $150 really? $150 is what you take. Like, I mean, what's going on in your household? What's going on in your bank account as well to get people to do that? So, and everyone obviously hit her up under good premise to get a pair of shoes that they all wanted. She was willing to, supply that at first, and if she couldn't supply demand and she couldn't meet it, she just refunded the money. It would have been that deep, you know. These things happen sometimes. There's a little loophole, somebody exploits it, but then it gets closed. That's okay. She should have just refunded the money straight away. There's no need. And I don't even blame people that got scammed. I actually don't blame them, because somebody legit kind of vouched for it, right? This sneaker fetish guy, Carrie, he also kind of co-signed and said she's good people's too. So, I don't really blame people for trusting the people in the community who they should trust, because that's what, that's how it should be. Don't get me wrong, you should have your own discernment, able to check things, but if you're on this hype thing and you want these shoes and you got to act quickly and move quickly, get those DMs fired off quickly, because milliseconds can matter and count for you to slip in there. You get your pair. If not, you get too late. Here you are, now minus 150 scrambling. The alleged scammer claimed that she received the Awake NY FNN link from an Awake NY employee after seeing him in Central Park. By the way, like, again, this whole scam is not gonna fuck up other people. Hopefully that Awake NY employee doesn't get fucking made redundant or anything, because I'll be fucking out of order. Because I'm sure this happens all the time behind the scenes and shit with certain collabs that they do. But I guess with this particular Jordan one, it just got crazy. But I'm sure they probably do this themselves. You know what I mean? Behind the closed doors, under the table, little deal. This is an unfortunate part of like streetwear sneaker history or legacy or heritage. You know, these little backdoor deals. I fucking hated it when I went to 1948, a Nike store in Shoreditch. I hated this whole scene. I hated the guys that would come in clearly with the whole friends and family thing. You know, purposely trying to suck you off to get something for free or to get something discounted or be able to buy multiples of certain shoes. And then they'll do that thing where they'll purposely bring stuff to you that they know you like to kind of bribe you, and then you can't turn it down, and you're gonna that. It was very, very odd. But then you couldn't say no because the people from head office were the ones that were sending some of these guys through to run all these fucking scams. I fucking hated it, man, because I remember the days where I would be queuing up for hours outside the stores, specifically for the undefeated Jordan 4s is a good example. Queuing outside for ages outside Foot Patrol, not getting anything, having to buy a fucking t-shirt that I probably should have kept now because they're worth a lot of money. But then, you know, not getting anything. Standing at, or the worst part was the times when you stand in front of a shop, you're queuing for fucking hours, you do the McDonald's run in the morning, you're sleeping outside of essentially, and then all of these fucking quote unquote olders would come through just before the store opens, just before the store, like an hour before, and they'd all jump in front of you. So I'm queuing out there the whole night, and they'd walk straight in front because they got connections with people that work in the store. I used to hate that shit, man. I used to hate that shit. To this day, I still hate those motherfuckers that did that, man. If I see some of those guys, I fucking spit in their eyes. Like they honestly, they fucking ruined our days, man. Back in the day with Bape Store and shit, Busy Workshop in Upper James Street and Foot Patrol and stuff, they'd always fucking just come at it. You know what I mean? And this is the same sort of version, the same sort of thing going on now. You know, people just getting scammed and getting fucked, and the general consumers one that gets fucked over. But all the influencers and clout chasers and shit, they get sorted out. It's not fair, man. It's not fucking fair.
I have a friend that works at the company, and basically, I saw him in Central Park. So basically, actually, you know, so I saw him in Central Park, took pictures of him, and he said he would look out for me. So I took pictures of him or whatever. I was very happy because I was trying to get the sneaker. I know celebrities and shit like that, but I didn't want to be thirsty. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to figure it out, whatever. So I'm randomly wearing the fucking yachties. He see me, I see him. We go up. He like the link, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, bet. Didn't really think nothing of it. I tagged you, I tagged Jit. So then when the day come, he hitting me. So I'm like, oh shit.
This is even worse then. This is even worse. So she serendipitously, like coincidentally, bumps into somebody that works for Awake NY in Central Park. Most likely spots him because he's wearing the fucking Jordans. They get talking, she befriends him, and the guy gives her a link. Or, you know, they kind of swap details, and later on he gives her a link. So she can purchase the shoes herself. Right? Or maybe sort out some of her friends. She then takes that link and turns it into a bit of a hustle that now might get that guy in trouble. Is that what I'm understanding? That's even more fucked up, no? The guy actually sorted you out. That's how it should be, right? In the sneaker community, sneaker scene. So you like the shoes. Oh my God, I love those shoes. You have no idea who that guy is, and he happens to be someone that works at Awake. And he's like, you know what? I love your vibe, especially because she's a girl. You'd think, you know what? We need more girls in the scene anyway. I want to see more girls wearing these shoes. So it gives you the link to sort yourself out. Maybe sort out somebody, you know, boyfriend, whatever, sister, brother, da. And then she goes and fucking rinses the thing and runs up 6,000 worth of fucking scams allegedly through this link. Like, if that's what happened, like, that's some real scumbag shit, man. Someone sorts you out the favor and then you go and start selling that favor on to other people. Jesus Christ. The alleged scammer said she feels bad for the people who sent her money, but she also doesn't really give a fuck. So refund it then if you feel bad. What the fuck is wrong with this girl, bro?
Anybody that sent me $100, I feel bad for y'all.
$150, no? Why'd you keep saying $100 when it was $150? Say how much it actually was, and then refund the people. It's not that deep.
That's my fault. Whatever. But after everything that happened today, I really don't give a fuck. If you want to dispute the shit, that's cool. But I'm not worried about it. Me personally, to be honest with you, Kari, I swear to God, I'm not worried about it. Anybody that sent me $100, I feel bad for y'all.
This person, she sounds like a fucking horrible person, isn't it? What a piece of shit. What an absolute cunt, isn't it? What an absolute cunt of a person. Absolute cunt. The alleged scammer stated that she was trying to help people secure pairs and didn't intend to scam. Okay, cool. Then just refund people. Like, honestly, I'm not even that, like, I'm somewhat forgiving or understanding of how it occurred. It just got out of hand. She went to sort out one person and suddenly she's getting fucking 50, 30 people coming through sending money. That's the thing people with sneakers do. People that want to buy sneakers, especially in the reselling world, you know, I've dabbled in it slightly. They are money ready. They're cash ready. You know what I mean? They're PayPal ready to send you the, like, if you got the thing, they'll send it to you straight away. Because they also know if they need to act fast because you might have other people on your line, banging your line, went to the shoes as well. So she probably got that money sent to her ASAP. And then it kind of got a bit too crazy and whatever. But, you know, that's your fault, innit? You should have did your due diligence, crossed your T's, dotted your I's, make sure the link was still working, all that sort of shit. And if it didn't work, just send the money back. No big deal. You still got, she probably caught still a decent lick of the ones that she did go through. Like, fuck me, bro.
The fact that everybody is acting so crazy, like I killed somebody.
Look at the gaslighting. Look at the fucking gaslighting. Bro, no one's acting crazy like you killed somebody. People are acting crazy because you scammed a lot of people out there 150. And it looks like you did it intentionally towards the end. And you're now unwilling to refund people. Because, yes, they can go through, you know, they can go through fucking, you know, what's that thing called? They can claim and say their card got stolen and get charged back, all that shit. But that's long. She could just press one button and refund everybody. You know? Boom, 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 boom. But she's choosing not to do it because she's a fucking scam artist. And now she's trying to minimize what she's done. It's like, well, if it's only one it's not that big of a deal. Refund the money then, isn't it? Refund the fucking money. This girl fucking stinks.
It's crazy. Because y'all don't have shit, not talking about you. People don't have shit else to do but to worry about somebody else's bullshit. Like,
what?
And when I tell you,
what does that even mean?
I don't care. Because I have both hair, like, and the jacket. Like, I don't give a fuck. I got what I got. I'm just helping people out. And if y'all feel bad, if y'all are in an uproar about me helping people out, trying to, at the bare minimum, because I could tell.
We're not in an uproar about you helping people out. We're in an uproar, or they're in an uproar, because you took people's money and then you didn't fulfill the orders, or the orders couldn't be fulfilled, whatever reason it was, and you haven't refunded people their money. Simple as that. Simple as that.
So I never had the mind state, oh, like, I'm gonna run it up on these niggas. Like, no, I've never had that mind state at all.
And if you can't refund, like, let's imagine there's a scenario where the 150 is gone because she had to use that money to kind of get the link or something. I don't know. Let's imagine that's true. I doubt it, but let's imagine that's true. Give people a date when you can get the money back then. If the money isn't available right now, if it's not to hand, give people an understanding when they can accept it. You know, that's it. Not too difficult, man. Why is this girl being so fucking difficult? I know why, because she's a fucking scammer. When questioned about the money she accepted from people, the alleged scammer refused to disclose any details. Of course, a scammer, innit? Honestly, people are so damn bad that she's willing to fucking ruin her reputation, potentially fuck over somebody's job, you know, leave all that, like, because I'm all about, you know, it's big on energy out there, right? Have all these people around the world, around the country, sending you all these bad vibes and shit for $6,000 for $150. Really?
So what happens now, right? Like, who has everybody's money? Is it the person from Awake? Like, where is the money?
I'm not, listen here. I'm not really going to speak about that. If you want to know personally, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to speak about it.
Wow. So maybe the person from Awake is involved. I'm actually curious to see if that person from Awake is involved, the guy that she bumped into at Central Park, guy or girl. I'm wondering what Awake's going to do. Will Awake actually sack that person? Because that is gross misconduct, man. That's fucked up. But then they can't really do that with conscience, because I think, in my opinion, just talking out of my ass here, I think Angelo Back and all that whole team were running backdoor scams as well with the whole Jordan. Not scams, but they were selling them through the back door. So it's like, can you really fire a staff member for running a scam or for running a little hustle, right? When you're doing the same thing as the brand owner. You know, you can't really. And to be fair to him too, this is something that happens across the board. I'm sure when Angelo Back was at Supreme, he was doing the same sort of thing with certain access. You get access to certain pairs. You can sell certain pairs in bulk to certain people. They pay above the retail for each pair. They give you the money straight away. You send some of them. I mean, like, it's a bit of a weird world, man. And again, like, I've seen it from the brand side of things from Nike. They do it there, so I can only imagine the backdooring that must be done in places, you know, like retailers, you know, like fucking Awake and other things as well. But yeah, this is a crazy situation all in. Most likely she's got the money. It's not the fucking Awake person. Most likely she just doesn't want to send it back. because she's probably already spent it, you know. But fucking hell. The alleged scammer does not intend to refund victims of their money due to the oh my god, gaslighting. You guys annoying me too much. That's why I'm not gonna send it back. Yo, fuck this girl, man. Fuck her. Fuck her.
I think majority of the people want to know, can they
and also fuck anybody that co-signs this mammy girl. This woman's a fucking piece of shit.
get their money back, and how can they get their money back?
I don't have, listen, I know it's going to sound so fucked up, but like at this point, all the annoyance and everything I just had to go through these past, like, because this, I guess, has been happening for the last 3 days, I guess. Y'all can follow this view if y'all want to, but I'm not about to waste my time and go through, like, I'm not doing that.
You're not going to waste your time refunding people you knowingly scammed. Or, not even that, let's give her the benefit of doubt. Let's give her the benefit of doubt. Let's say she didn't knowingly scam them. She didn't knowingly scam these people. She basically did nothing wrong, tried to help. It got out of hand because of too many orders. She couldn't process them in time, and by the time she processed them, the link was already dead. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Just refund people then. You've done nothing wrong in this scenario. You tried to help people out, which helped you out. Again, it's not like she's like helping people out would be just doing this for free. Helping people out would be people sending you $50, people sending you donation, whatever, a random amount via fucking PayPal. She charged that certain amount because she wanted to run it up. She wasn't helping the community, you know. She was running a little business, running a little play, which again, do your thing. But once that link stopped working, once people reported they weren't getting their orders put through and shit, she should have halted accepting money and just refund or gone through, double checked if people got their orders or not, and then refund the people that didn't get their orders and went from there. She probably already ran for a couple of these a couple of decent 150 orders anyway. Like, how much more do you fucking need out of this shit? Like, come on, man. Oh, you guys are annoying me too much. Like, what? If you've ever been scammed before, you know how fucking stressful and hurtful it can be. And this person's like, oh, I'm not, you guys are annoying me too much, so I'm not gonna give you your money. Get fucked, man. I hope everybody charged back. I hope people charge back her account en masse. So much so her account gets flagged and gets shut down or some shit. That'd be fucking hilarious. I hope she gets charged back to the fucking wazoo. And if you have to start investigating her account, because this girl is a real scumbag.
I don't give a fuck like that. I'm gonna be honest.
But it's a lot of money at stake, though, right? And I think that's the.
Y'all don't even know. Listen, Kari, y'all don't even know. I'm not gonna tell on myself, right? I'm probably incriminated. If you want to be stupid enough, and I'm gonna be totally honest, like if you send a stranger money off of a shoe that you wouldn't get in real life, I get like every.
Oh no! Come on! You can't run that play. You can't run that play by people. People do this all the time. People sell each other shoes through the DMs all the time, and it's fucking kosher. For people that they're legit, they have, you know, kind of rapport with, people who have been maybe, what do you call it? People that have been fucking confirmed and fully fucking certified by other people and shit, co-signed and shit. That happens all the fucking time. You can't blame the fucking people for getting fucking scammed. And also, she purposely took advantage of them anyway, of that whole system, because she's the one that used that guy's co-sign as a way to kind of get more orders. That guy publicly said, yeah, this Yasin girl sorted me out, and then all the orders came through. So then don't now kind of take the piss out of the fucking people that, or, you know, mock them because they only were doing the thing that you wanted them to do in the first place by agreeing to send you money after that guy co-signed. Like, fuck this girl, man.
The least that comes out. I spend that extra bread. Like, I just do that. I just do that. So if you want to do a 50-50 chance of you getting something, that's not my fucking fault.
Wow. 50-50 chance. No, it doesn't work that way, mate. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. When you send someone money for a pair of shoes like this, it's not a 50-50 chance. That person's saying, if you pay me, if anything, the money is meant to be like a way to kind of like, you know, sift out all the fucking pretenders, right? All the posers and shit, and get to people that actually want the shoe. Because if you're willing to send someone £50, £150 on top of what you're meant to be paying for the shoes themselves, you really want them. So nah, that doesn't run. This girl's a real scumbag, man. I can see why the timeline was exploding with her. She's a real piece of shit. What a scumbag. Fuck that girl. Honestly. The chick went on to publicly incriminate herself. Just takes a few police reports to get a ball rolling. She just made their job easy. Exactly. She's fucked. Hope she, to be fair, I don't hope anything, but, you know, but she's gonna be in big trouble. She's gonna be in big fucking trouble. And then obviously big up Sock Jig. He did a good little summation because I think he was one of the only people in there that was kind of barking at her and essentially calling out some of the nonsense that was occurring. Big up Sockjig. Check out Sockjig's podcast, one of the best sneaker podcasts out there. He says the Awake FNF links alleged scam. Recap as I understand. By the way, it's not alleged, it's a fucking scam. I hate this wording of alleged nowadays. That's a scam. That girl's a fucking scammer. That girl's a fucking piece of shit. Anyone that co-signs it is also a piece of shit. Let's not say alleged. Fuck her. Someone was selling links to Awake FNF raffle that basically purported to be a guaranteed W, which it was, because it looks like, and again, this is a new development, because this never the thing back in the day, because back in my day, if you got a friends and family pair, you got that for free. You didn't buy them. I don't know if you guys are different, but from what I understand, friends and family pairs was given for free for like the top tier seeders and influencers and shit. Nowadays it's different. Nowadays it looks like you can get sent, which is quite a good system. Nowadays if you want a friend and family pair, they'll send you a link and you can purchase them, which is great. Someone with access started selling these links for like 150 plus. People posted success and tagged her. Others vouched for her. By the way, I would never have tagged anybody. I should have bought them and just kept it moving. But hey, that's me. It's possible her access was clipped. However, she allegedly kept selling the links, telling people they'd get links later. Ah, you see, that's where the scam comes in. The first couple that get whatever, because that's the thing. Like, if I purchase, like, I'm the type of person, right? If I was to purchase a link, which I would never do, but if I purchased a link like this and it got clipped, I might not be bothered to get a refund. I might just be like, you know what? That's the game. I rolled the dice. It didn't work out. But if you intentionally accept my money, knowing full well that that link is clipped and your account or access is clipped, and then you lie to me and say you're gonna get me a link later, that now becomes a scam. Now I want my money back. Now you're playing with me, you know. But if you just sent me a link and it kind of went, you know, and I didn't, okay. But don't play with people like that. There will most likely be no links. People not initially whitelisted as FNF by the brand themselves will most likely lose this raffle. Oh, so the FNF link also had to be verified via the FNF list. So if your name wasn't on the list or something, then you're not going to get the shoes anyway. Because that link, technically anyone could get one. Like maybe you could fuck around with the URL just and generate one for yourself. Oh, I see. So maybe your order might not even go through. Fuck. I think they'll still fulfill them, to be honest, because there's a lot of bad smoke around Awake. They don't want to continue people seeing them in a bad way. So I'm sure they're going to fulfill them, but this is not a good start. Hopefully she refunds everyone. If not, she ran off with everyone's money, allegedly. If you're a legit FNF, it's probably not a good idea to flex order confirmations. Exactly. Since that's what I said earlier. Since it's at this point, it could enable scammers. Later, when the shoe is in hand, go nuts. Imagine people being able to talk. Imagine having to tell people like this sort of shit, right? Like general behavior online when it comes to like how you fucking talk about the stuff that you get sent or get given. Like, imagine having to tell people this sort of shit. This also shows that despite all the measures LQR has, it's still hard to beat scammers. Human nature when people with access want a scam. Yeah, true. Big up Sockjig for that one. And he wrote something else too that I want to read for you. A bit of a longer post here. Big up Sockjig. There's another post courtesy of Kari with Angela back talking about the numbers of the Awake NY shoes and how there's meant to be 7,000 of them, which I don't believe personally because they're not numbered. But let's listen to what he has to say here. He looks very rough, by the way. I don't know what happened, if he's been pulling all-nighters or he's been up all night sending out 3 pairs, backdooring pairs. I don't know what's going on here. So he looks so tired.
But if you didn't get a shoe from myself, Hugo, or probably Reggie up at Jordan, and it doesn't say promo on the little tag on the inside of the shoe, you got a fake. And then the ones that are officially coming out through us, there's only 7,000 pairs, and they will be numbered. So if those are not numbered,
they're not numbered. They say 1 of 7,000. Again, I like how he's trying to act like he found a way to kind of clock or stop the fakes from. The fakes are gonna still be there. I'm sure if I just check now, there are probably loads of them already on the fucking subreddits and shit. He's acting like he's got a special way to make sure there's no fakes ever of these shoes. If anything, this whole drama is gonna make people want to buy the fakes even more. That's technically what usually happens. People are like, you know what, fuck you. You're trying to fuck people over. Yeah, here you are. 2 days ago. There you go. There's already one here already from somebody. That was fucking quick, isn't it? Look at that. There's a fake pair right there. There's a fake pair right fucking there already. Right there. Do you see that one there? Look at that. The fake pair there. Right there. Look how quick that was. Look how quick that was. Let me get that on the screen actually. Look how quickly this is already there. It's hilarious. Look how fast I already got them there. There you go. There you fucking go. about you can't get this, you can't get that. Shut up.
You most likely got a fake. So shout out to 125th Street. I see y'all. I saw the ones that are circulating out there. There's some wonky A's out there, but make sure you don't get yourself some Bootsy Collin versions of these shoes. Get the real.
Nah, get the fake ones, man. Fuck them. Fuck them. They try to fuck with all you guys. They got people that work at the store selling links and stuff. You're fucking over sneakheads and shit. Fuck them, man. Buy the fake ones. If you can get a hold of them, buy the fake ones. I encourage you. Buy the fake ones. Look at that. Look how many there are there available now. You can get those sent to you from fucking Shenzhen. Receive them in 5 working days, mate. Not that difficult. Rep sneakers. Check them out. Check that subreddit out. You see a bunch of them there already. This is what happens, man. Nike and all these people, they create artificial scarcity. Oh, look at this fucking guy that looks like he's... Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Looks like he fucking sleeps in the fucking ashtray. Look at his fucking face. Let's continue. Let's continue. So you got that. Alleged. So this is what it's gonna look like on the inside of the label, right? It's meant to have that 7,000 there, right? On the right. Is that the right foot? Yeah, there you go. So it's meant to have a little label, a little embroidered stitch that says 1 of 7,000. But from what I've seen, it doesn't say individual pairs aren't numbered. It just says 1 of 7,000, which again is a bit shit, to be fair. Let's continue here. Sock Jig, he doesn't seem very awake to me. Had me dying. Yeah, big up the YouTube comments, obviously. YouTube commenters are always the fucking best. He doesn't seem very awake. It's fucking crazy. And then yeah, big up Sock Jig for another explainer for the link. And I think for the Twitter Spaces drama that happened, because I think he got into a bit of a shouting match, it seems like, with maybe Kari and somebody else. But let's see what he has to say. Sock Jig says, explainer on my part of the Awake NY linker scam Twitter Spaces. There seems to be some confusion and gaslighting about what I said in this Twitter Spaces last night. Sneaker Fetish has always said if anyone has any issues, they're welcome to join the Spaces and take a mic on stage. I had a simple question for Kari. Does he regret his part of endorsing somebody who ended up scamming? Would he apologize? To this point, everyone had danced around the topic of endorsement, so I asked directly for this. I've been accused of stirring the pot and causing trouble. Exactly, but that's true. If Kari did endorse this girl, then he's got to hold his hands up and say sorry, man. I like him, but you gotta be you gotta just call it as you see it, bro. Obviously, he's not the one that scammed the person, but when you're vouching for people like that, that's why you have to be careful who you vouch for, especially in his position, being somebody that people will look to, being a prominent influencer, having a his own platform and whatever else it may be. Like, you have to be wary of that sort of shit. I know he didn't knowingly endorse a scammer, and I know he's not fully responsible for someone else handing over their money to someone, but he said she's good people. Others seemingly saw this and endorsed and proceeded to send money. Exactly. And when I asked, others started to chime in and answer for him. There was some regrettable name calling in this part, but again, I wasn't asking them and told them to mind their own business. I was asking Kari direct question that they would let him answer himself. Honestly, I thought the question was a layup. Exactly. He didn't say anything. Did he apologize in public? I'm not sure. I hope he does though, because he seems like a good, reasonable guy. I hope he does kind of apologize for this whole shit. Again, not his fault, but come on, man. So far, no one's apologized. Awake hasn't apologized. That fucking girl that scammed hasn't apologized, and Kari's not. So somebody owes somebody an apology. No, it doesn't. Your apology doesn't equate you being entirely responsible. Come on, fucking hell. Kari's answer at first was a pivot to other items where we had issues, but I kept circling back and asking again directly if he regrets his endorsement. At one point, there was a complete silence to the question. But eventually he did say he does regret it. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. He did say he regretted it. Okay, big up Sneaker Fetish. After that, I left and people were apparently talking shit about me. But others did back me up that yes, they were hit up if a scammer. No, but others did back me up that yes, they were hit by a scammer. It was legit because they saw Kari's endorsement. Fuck. Later on, the scammer herself was given a stage and she said that she's close to Kari. And the near end, I've been told Kari did a longer apology. I wasn't around for that, but that's great if he did. Okay, cool. Big up Kari if he did apologize. I understand this is a tribalism era, and if you're called on to fight, you fight no matter what. I don't want any part of sneaker tribalism war over this shit. I don't want subtweets about anyone every Sunday morning for 2 years about this shit. If someone no longer likes me over this, that's fine. I understand. I don't have any issue with Kari or people who support him. As far as I'm concerned, this is over. I asked a question, it was eventually answered. Fuck. I think the entire issue was that while folks in the middle were trying to figure something out, some specific details of how they would possibly get their money back and hear from people that dealt with them, it came off as you were turning attention to... Man, shut up, man. These fucking bootleg. Like, let Kari say this. Why are you saying this? Like, shut up. Honestly. No, he wasn't. Just asking a question. Everyone's paid their part in the scam. Kari paid his part in the scam, unfortunately, unbeknownst to him. I'm sure he didn't know what he was doing or what role he was playing in it. He got called out on it. Eventually, he noticed Eric's way because he's a smart guy. And he apologized and we move on. But let's not stop running cover for people, man. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, big up Sock Jig for that one. Big up Sock Jig for that one. I appreciate him. More. Oof, Jesus Christ. There's a whole lot of threads here as well. I'm not going to read all that. But big up this person too. Do It Big Chicago with an update there. But like I said earlier, I just don't think these shoes are worth it, man. I don't think these shoes are worth all this trouble, all this hype, all this anguish, all this pain. Like pink Jordan 5s, really. Like, really. Jordan 5s of all models, Jordan 5s are the ones that people are going crazy over. Like, the only Jordan 5 worth ever having was the fucking off-white Jordan 5s. RIP fucking Virgin, both colours, that steel and that grey. The grape Jordan 5s are obviously a classic. The ones that came out recently, the reimagined ones. Maybe that's why people like this actually. Maybe this has got the reimagined shape. Maybe that's why. But the reimagined OG Jordan, like the metallic silver one, they're quite hard. Grapes are quite hard. But again, not the greatest model in the world. I'd rather take a 7, a 6 over these. I'll take even a Jordan 3 over. I take a Jordan 2 over Jordan 5. That's how much I dislike or don't rate Jordan 5s. I take a Jordan 2 over a fucking 5. Not that great in the slightest. I'm surprised people are going to hype them. But again, I think it must do with the numbers. I think when people saw the numbers, when people saw the official numbers of how many were actually going to be made available, I think some people, especially some of you Americans, apologies for being that kind of guy. I think you motherfuckers are super, super duper hype beast. So you saw those numbers and some of you motherfuckers got super hard boners. And now, you know, people are getting scammed and shit and fucked over. They look kind of nice with the white laces though, to be fair, the pinks. They look a lot better there with the white laces. But still, I don't think they're worth all this trouble everyone's going to trying to get a pair. Like, it really isn't that deep in my personal opinion.
Even Timberland. Hey man. Ooh-wee. Alright man, alright.
It's the fact that it wasn't even open like this. It was already wrapped.
Alright. Relax, mate. Glaze. Come on, chill. Ay.
To do that as a t-shirt. That graphic. We used this typeface for the t-shirt. And yes, we used that typeface on the back of the t-shirt.
Undefeated Jordan 5s kind of wiped the floor with those Awake 5s, and they were way easier to get, super easy process, you know, because this guy actually cares about your fucking customers. Big up, what's his name? Chris Gibbs, I think, right from Union. Fucking hell.
Oh, shit. Dude, I love the pebbled leather. I haven't seen these in person yet. This is your first time? Yeah.
Nothing like the smell of new sneakers.
Good job.
Yeah, they're decent. They're alright, but they're not that, honestly. They're not all that, man. People are overly gassing these. I swear to God, they're overly gassing these.
Since at this point you're like the master Jordan collaborator on a 1 to 10. I mean, what's my grade? You bodied it. I love it. I love the contrast stitch. You know I love pink. I don't even know why you asked. I'm humble. Look at that. That 4 is coming right off. Sorry, Bruzy. New creative director of Awake New York, Chris Gibbs.
Look at them, man. Meaty. I don't care anyone says. Meaty. Compared to the 4s in the back there. Those look meaty, man. They're not that great. Come on, man. Please. If they weren't hyped, people wouldn't be so hyped about them, man. Meaty. Boo. Don't care. Don't fucking